What's up, leaders? What is up, leaders? Let's see if anybody's going to jump on with us. Get things set up here the way we want them. Man, it is Thursday. Hope everybody's doing super well and just ready to take another day. Take another day by storm. I hope you guys had some amazing things happen today. Today, man, I wanted to talk a little bit, and then I know I got on a little bit later than I thought I was going to originally, because we're expecting a baby any day now, any day, probably Saturday. We're going to go into the hospital on Saturday. If that baby hasn't come, I'm having a little boy, so super excited for that. Just kind of getting ready for that, tidying up the house, getting everything all ready and clean and ready. But it's pretty fun. So I hope you guys are doing well too. Today, what I wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about is creating a semester master plan. I think that that's something that's super important to help yourself stay focused and intentional throughout the entire semester, so that you have purpose. So you have purpose in the things that you choose to do with your time, in the way that you focus on different classes more than others, and just trying to execute in the highest level that you possibly can. And so that's something I wanted to talk about, because if you go into a semester with a plan, you're able to be more intentional and get to where you're going quicker. Okay, think of it as, having from A to B, knowing where you want to go, and then having the map to get there. That's the point. If you don't have that map, you're going to pinball your way to success, and that's just going to take forever. So having a semester master plan is going to be something that's going to help you go step by step, be more intentional step by step, and help you be able to get there faster, more intentional, and help you see that success. So it's the link in my bio on Instagram. You can go to that link, you can download the semester master plan for free, and so hurry and do that, because it's not going to stay up there very long, and it's not going to be free much longer either. And so download that plan, but that's what I want to go over. So you can go download the semester master plan and then come back to this video, and I want to go through each of the sections, kind of why those are important, how to do that, what kind of things you should think about, and then how that can help you move forward to make this semester the best it can be. Okay, why else? Why waste your time if you feel like, oh, this is just going to be another average semester? Why waste your time? Okay, school can be so much more than that. And I want you to go into school with that type of intention. So grab your copy of the semester master plan, but let's get into it. So the first thing that I always talk with students about doing, especially when they go into their academics, is one, to look at their previous semester, review the last semester, what happened. Okay, and that doesn't mean it's just a quick, like, well, this was my GPA, and then you move on. But you actually go into it a little bit more. Think about your study habits. Think about, the way that you spend your time and the things that you feel really good about, depending on like extracurricular stuff, a student leader organization, a sports team, kind of whatever. Okay, but just kind of broaden that view and take a little bit more time on it than just saying, oh, my GPA was this. Okay, instead think about your study habits and like, you know what? Studying in the library was a good move for me, because I had been studying just in my room on my couch with the TV on, and that wasn't helpful, or whatever it might be. But think about your study habits. Think about your health habits. Think about your personal habits and just the way that you try to kind of run your life and try to get more things done. And just review that, summarize that in a few sentences. Summarize where you went, what you did, to help yourself kind of reflect a little bit. That puts you in the right mindset so we can move forward with some solid goals. So in regards to goals, that's the next section. So after you do a semester review, then you're going to go into your career goals. What are your career goals? And again, we talk about this a lot. That does not have to be attached to a job description. It doesn't. That doesn't have to be attached to a job description. You don't have to have a specific job title in mind for you to feel like you have a career goal. Okay, it doesn't have to be a position. Instead, it can be a purpose. It can be value that you want to add. It can be a specific group of people that you want to work with, or a specific type of industry that you want to work with. Okay, that could be along the lines of it. So instead, set a quality expectation goal and attach it to kind of some type of like industry or something like that. And so instead of saying like, oh, I have to be a mechanic, like instead of assigning a job title to that, instead give it like, I want to benefit, this type of industry in this way. Okay, so you'll list out your career goals on that semester master plan, and that helps you just stay focused. Because if you're going to make those career goals happen so much faster if you're able to connect the classroom to your career. If you can do that, then you're more intentional, and all of a sudden you're not wasting your time. You don't feel that pull of like, oh, I'm wasting my time. This class doesn't have anything to do with my career or anything like that. So connect the classroom to your career. And that's why you write down your career goals. Okay, the next thing on the semester master plan that I want you to think about is, what are you excited for this semester? What are things that really get you pumped up? This doesn't have to be a specific class. It could be you have a new leadership position with your student leader organization, or you're just getting involved, period. Maybe you made a sports team. Maybe you you just started a new relationship. Maybe, I don't know, you just got a new car. Who cares? It doesn't matter what that answer is, but you have to think about and identify what it is that you're excited about for the next 5 months. What are you excited about? And then you write those things down so that you can feel that, so you can celebrate that, so you can own it. And then you put them down so you can be more intentional about those things, okay? Because you need to be excited about something. Something you need to be excited about. Even if it's just, hey, I'm just pumped to make some awesome memories this year. I'm going to put myself out there and do this and that. Maybe it's just that. But you have to have some kind of purpose. Okay? You got to have some kind of purpose. So what are you excited about that semester? You list those kinds of things out. And then, again, to reflect on last semester, I want you to list, and this is the next part of the semester master plan, list out your top wins from last semester. And there's going to be six spots, 6 lines that you can write stuff for the semester master plan. And I want you to fill all 6 of them. All 6 of them. Okay, what are 6 wins from last semester? 6 things that you just feel proud of. And it could be tied to a GPA. Maybe you're proud of your GPA. It could be passing that particular class. It could be passing, like, man, I didn't think I was going to make it through chemistry, and I did. Okay, that's a win. Write that down. Maybe it's you got elected for a student leader position the next year, or you applied and you got it. Maybe it's something like that. And so think about those wins from last semester, reflect on them, identify them, write them down. And again, that can help you feel more excited for this year. Like, wow, like good things did happen last semester. More good things are going to happen this semester. Okay, so identify those things on your semester master plan is going to help you get the right perspective, the right mindset, so that you can start to move forward on the right foot. You can move forward more intentionally. Okay? So again, with your semester master plan, that next section is what classes this semester are you going to take that have direct ties to your career. Okay, and so this one might be a little bit tricky, but I promise you that if you make as many ties as possible from the classroom to your career, that you're going to feel more motivated this semester, more than you feel like you ever have been before. Okay, so make those ties. They could have a direct subject tie to it. Okay, because maybe you want to be in marketing and you're taking like a computer design class or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you want to be a teacher, so you're taking one of those education classes. Maybe you want to write. So you're taking this English class. It could be anything simple like that, tying the subject. But if it's not, then you can look for some of those classes where you may have opportunities to grow in what I call the other education. Okay, maybe it's a class that you feel like, okay, this class really isn't going to be that hard, but I have to take it. And so, you know what, this class I'm going to really, I know it's like heavy on groups, on working in groups. And so I'm going to really learn how to communicate and like lead a group. Like I'm going to really try to take initiative and kind of be the one to help keep our group on track and that kind of thing. So maybe that's it. Okay, but you list out what classes this semester have direct ties to your career. Okay, that next section is what classes will you have to pay more attention to this semester. This is kind of a reality check section because it's like, well, okay, let's be real. What classes are going to be hard? What classes are you going to have to, like, man, I'm worried about this subject. I've never been good at math, or I've never been good at English, or whatever, but you have to identify those things. Be real to yourself and say, you know what, I know that I'm going to have to spend more time in this class just because it's hard. It's hard, and it's okay. It's, we all have weaknesses, so own up to it, identify those, and then internalize that, because then once you make those identifications, then you can have that acceptance, and then you say, okay, I know I have to spend more time with this, so I'm going to adjust my schedule accordingly. And then you're able to move forward and make those good things happen. Okay, but if you just sit back and you just think like, oh, this semester is going to be easy, it's going to be awesome, like I'm not even worried about it, that's where you're going to get in trouble. So identify what classes will you have to pay more attention to this semester. Write those down on your semester master plan. So that last section is, what strategies will you use to accomplish the most this year? Okay, so after you've gone through all this, you've evaluated your class schedule, you've looked at, okay, what classes are going to be hard, what classes am I excited about, what classes have ties to my career, and then you've also looked at your career goals, and you've kind of thought about like, okay, where do I want to go, kind of help yourself get a little motivated, and then you've also thought about last semester. So with all of that, put it into action, translate your motivation into action, and create some strategies for yourself so that you can stay on top of it, so that you can achieve everything you want to achieve and more, okay? So one of those strategies I would encourage you to make centered around that class or those classes that you feel like you're going to have to spend more time around. So that could be, for example, if one of those classes you feel like you have to spend more time with is math, okay, then you're going to make a strategy to say, I'm going to study math first. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, when I have time to set aside to study or whatever, I'm going to study math first. Okay, maybe that's your strategy. Maybe the strategy is to spend a little bit more time on math on, one day. Okay, it could be a lot of different things. And you kind of have to adjust like with your schedule and like what you find out that works, but make a strategy, write something down that you are going to emphasize for that class that you feel like you're going to study with, or you're going to struggle with, sorry. So think about that, write that down, okay? Other strategies about studying, part of that semester review that you did, talking about last semester, think about the way you studied. Where did you study? How often did you study? How focused were you when you studied? Okay, make a strategy surrounding that. Maybe studying in the library isn't a good spot for you because you just can't be around people. You get distracted too easily because you just sit there and talk. And so maybe finding a private place, a place that's a little bit off the beaten path, maybe that's going to be the smarter decision for you. Maybe studying like with music or having the TV on or just silence, all those kind of things. Write out some strategies for yourself that you can use to help you stay focused or stay on task or get more done. Okay? Write out some of those strategies. Think about health. If that's some of your priorities this year, what are you going to do about it? Think about your student leader position. If you have one of those and that's something that you want to do and improve on, what are you going to do about it? Okay, translate the motivation into action and write out some strategies to help you get there. Okay, writing it out will help you remember it. Having it on paper, having it on your semester master plan will give you something to be able to refer to often and hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Okay, and for those of you in the academy, that's what we do there too with our Slack channel and here on Facebook. We want to be able to give you an opportunity to set goals, to put them out there. Here's what I want to do. I want to work out 3 times this week or whatever, and then be accountable to it. Okay, set those strategies, translate your motivation to action, and then go to work. Go to work. Okay, so if you have not gotten your semester master plan yet, do it. Do it. Okay, use the tool. Use the tool. It's so easy to say, oh, I'm going to get organized this year, or I'm going to do better, or we say these generic things. But if you have a tool, if you have a resource, if you have structure, you're able to do it so much better, especially when you're just starting out, which is pretty much every student. And that's why these tools, these resources, everything we try to do at Nix Your Limits and through the Leadership Academy, we try to provide you with those resources, provide you with that structure so that you can actually do it, so you can achieve what you want as you are starting out. Soon you won't need it. That's the goal. That's the goal. Soon you won't need to refer to these motivational Instagram posts or use these resources every day, things like that, because you're going to be on top of it. But you got to start. You got to start somewhere, and that should be today. Okay, so start now. Start now. Think about last semester. Think about this semester, and then take that motivation, translate it to action, so that you can start making good things happen today. Okay? So I hope you're all doing extremely well. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. But I hope you're all doing super well. I hope you are just ready to execute and ready to dominate this semester. But get your semester master plan. If you haven't already, click the link in the bio on Instagram. It'll take you to the page where then you can get emailed the access to the semester master plan. Print it out, use it, or type on it on your computer. But use the tools. Use the tools. It's going to give you the structure that you need. Okay, I hope you guys are doing super well. Get out there, do some amazing things. Let's connect. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you next time. I'll talk to you guys soon.